Welcome back.
Welcome back to a Halloween.
Welcome back. Welcome back to another.
To another episode. Even though this will
Let
be
me stop.
posting after Halloween, but you get the gist.
Hey, we're in the Halloween spirit until Mariah Carey gets unfrozen.
You get the jism of what we're trying to say.
The jism.
You have a gist. Do you understand?
Do you understand?
Do you understand? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Man, ain't nobody understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. Well, that was very racist.
Gefilte fish. Anyways.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Wow, that is really impressive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How dare you bring up Pearl Harbor like that?
Wait, what?
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, God.
Took you a minute.
I thought we were talking about Diddy in his prison cell.
Oh.
Thank you.
No, unfortunately, Diddy is not. He's having a great time in jail. I'm sure of it.
Did you enjoy the higher prices of Halloween candy? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's all I saw next on
Is that
Halloween
what-
Day. Like all these politicians, like, enjoy the higher price in candy. This is what you voted for. Candies. There's like a chocolate issue and something going on with chocolate in the country right now. But that's.
Oh, but they won't talk about how chocolate has a certain ingredient that causes cancer?
Well, if they can link that to him, then they
They'll
would
be
say
like,
it.
oh, look at that.
President causes cancer. Who knows?
But I shared a video on one of our more recent episodes about the Halloween candy we talked about and the Halloween costumes.
Mhm.
I showed in Costco the prices of the candy. It's $30. $30 for like a bag like this big. Remember how the bags used to be like really big?
Our prices just went up again.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Ooh. You didn't have any like specials or anything? Like cake specials or anything?
Oh. No.
Sorry. Well, I would like to brag that I was like, I wanted to do a post. I'd like to thank President Trump for lowering gas prices. I paid $2.99.
What?
Yeah.
That's not really his doing. President can't control gas prices.
Yeah, but
No.
all over online they're saying,
No.
oh, nothing has decreased, nothing. Okay.
Remember, when the price goes down, it's just the price happened to go down. They have no control over anything. When the price goes up, well, they did it because they control the price of everything.
Yeah.
Remember, that's just how.
I just wanted to like throw a little jab on all those people saying prices are going up.
Price-
Steal from
The
Walmart.
price of meat's going up. Yeah, there's a cattle issue. Chocolate's going. There's a chocolate issue.
There's no eggs.
The eggs went up. All the chickens died.
Yeah. We are in sync.
CNN, help me. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. So, welcome to the safe place of V&Brian against the world.
This shit ain't safe at all.
It's a safe place because we can say whatever the fuck we want.
That's true. It's our podcast. You don't like it, get your own.
Not only that, we have been.
But still follow us and like us.
We have received some really good feedback, and we continue to get followers. So thank you for following us, liking our reels. YouTube has ramped up with our likes, views, and we have more subscribers. And same with Instagram. So
Well, we're
And TikTok.
We're showing people that we're damn funny.
I know. I think we're funny,
I think we are.
and people do laugh.
And we do mindless stuff, which is what people want.
We do everyday.
We
Joe
educate.
stuff.
We put out the heavy hitting stories. We
Yes.
tell you what's going on. Without any sugar coating. But we also have some fun.
Sugar on my tongue.
You know?
That'll probably be the new trend we do.
Yeah, because we do some good stuff, bad stuff every 6 or 7 episodes. We have some fun, and we have 6 or 7 minutes of laughter and 6 or 7 minutes of serious. So there you go. Yeah, I'm not letting that trend go.
6, 7.
I've latched on to the 6-7-ness.
Tell them what you were doing. Tell them what you were doing.
With what at work?
The 6, 7. Yeah.
Oh man, everything I was doing. Like, puts in the oven. Like, yeah, that gets another 6, 7 minutes. I was doing everything like in volleyball. It's like, yeah, that ball's 6, 7 inches outside. I mean, I was having fun with seriously. This car in front of me was like 6, 7 feet in front of me before it slams on its brakes. I mean, it is. I'm having a blast. Seriously, if I go out to eat, I'm looking at the 6th and 7th menu items and deciding what to buy. Like,
What would you like to order? I don't know, 6, 7. You decide for me.
Seriously. The sixth item on your menu is a side of carrots.
Yes.
The seventh item is broccoli. I'll have these two things.
Yes, carrots and broccoli for dinner.
Actually, that's not bad, even though I'm allergic to both. But still,
Carrots and broccoli.
I'm allergic to all vegetables.
Oh, that's right.
Everything's inflammation.
Yeah.
So welcome to this Halloween recording episode. It's not a Halloween, by the time we put it out, it's past, but
That's okay.
and we'll be knee deep in riots when this is released. So I hope you all got your grocery shopping done before, but we have other stories we want to talk about. This is our news stories.
Yeah, news stories, news updates.
SNL can do it. We can do it.
Yeah. Oh,
This is
don't
an
even get me
hour of
started.
news desk.
Do not get me started on SNL. I just feel like they are.
That's the reason why I haven't watched that since like Chevy Chase.
They changed a lot,
Like
right?
those
It's not
days.
just me. It's not just me, right?
Well, seriously, I literally don't watch it because it's Saturday night, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday Night Live.
And for the longest time, I was in a softball league on Saturday nights, so I was never home anyway. And plus, I'm not a talk show, variety show, these kind of things. I've just never been into that, just in general. I should think I would love skit comedy because I like improv stuff and I like, satire and I like the stuff. You'd think it'd be right up my alley, but I just never. The two things I was never into that are the most popular two shows out there are Simpsons and Saturday Night Live. I just never got into it, and it's just because I was never just in front of a TV really at those times. Or if I was home, I was watching whatever movies or horror films or, or something like that. Me and my Jergens were just sitting there chilling. But I just...
You said Jergens!
So, I didn't really have time.
Oh my god!
Did you?
No tissues?
No. Well, I had a baseball glove.
So I got a glove.
No,
my god!
Usually you just use an old white T-shirt, and then
I
you
don't
have lots of
need to know this.
You have lots of different spots, and then when you get to where it's like, oh wow, it's hurting because it's crunchy, that means you need to wash it.
Oh my god! Yeah. You all remember the teddy bear he talked about, right?
Yeah, I cut the hole in the groin, so
he's like,
all that was stuffing, man.
Oh my god, Brian!
Yeah. Just the edges were getting
You know what?
rough.
Thank you so much for sharing that personal part of you.
Why do you think
the whole world?
Why do you think we're growing and getting followers? Because I'm being vulnerable, bitch.
Why did you fucking call me a bitch?
I did, but
bitch.
That's
I know
so,
you mean.
Saturday Night Live, was that one you wanted to...
No,
or was
I
that just a tangent, a side thing?
No, because, I do enjoy some of the actors, from Saturday Night Live, like Bridesmaids, most of them were from Saturday Night, or, is it considered a Saturday Night Live movie? Because most of those actors are in it, in that show. Anyways, I enjoy that kind of stuff, but then it's like you grow out of it. You see them so much, and then they start opening their mouth about certain things. You're like, never mind.
They went from satire to preaching. It's just...
Yeah, you can poke fun, but the thing is, humor is not the same anymore. Dark humor is frowned upon. Racist humor, which to me was just humor. I never considered it as racist humor. But, everything is just racist, insensitive. And I'm like, guys... No, you've ruined comedy. Yeah. Because there's been plenty of stories where people are like, they don't call it PC comedy, they call it woke comedy. And, no one laughs. I think people laugh is because they're like,
or this is stupid.
Yeah, this is really stupid. And it's really upsetting because these female comedians, they bomb. And then when they bomb, or people are like, oh yeah, she's a feminist, or oh yeah, she's really not that funny, which is, me as a woman, I want women to succeed and be seen as funny. I know a lot of funny female comedians, but they're all crashing and burning because of the woke jokes. They don't want to hurt any feelings, and I'm like, that's what comedy is.
What you do.
That's what makes people laugh, because it's relatable. Yeah. And so, it's sad to see, I know when I say this, people are going to be like, Candace has always been a big advocate for bringing back dark humor, bring back racist jokes, because they were hilarious. And to me, like I said, a racist joke isn't considered racist until now, because we used to laugh at it and be like, that was a funny joke. Yeah. So, but, everyone, to each their own. We're in a era where feelings matter more. Our actions are based off of feelings,
feelings of a few.
and not logic or
The
common
feelings
sense.
of the few and the activists.
Yeah.
The activists still run the world. That's what I always say. Because the average person on the street going to comedy shows think this shit's funny.
Yeah.
But even then, they're afraid to laugh. Just like how people are afraid to follow people on because it's like, oh gosh, what someone might think of me if they find out I follow this person because they said something once that isn't going to be popular or isn't going to be met well in our society. So I'm just going to sit there with my hands in my lap.
And I think I didn't really look into it. I really don't want to, because to me this whole thing is like, with this stuff that's going on with the government shutdown or whatnot, I feel like people are finally starting to realize, people are saying like, well, where are all the celebrities? Like, why don't they speak up now when people actually need the help? Billie Eilish, supposedly, I saw a headline, I haven't looked into it, but said...
Pop-up center, I'm trying to bring up an article. Sorry.
Oh, but she like donated money for food, and I was like, good, you're fucking rich, you do it. Like, if you're gonna do this as a rich person, as an actor, like, fucking put to take some money and do it for like good causes. Like, I know some of them donate and stuff like that, but I do think it's funny. Everything's coming around. Remember how I would complain? I was like, people just need to wake up. I don't feel like they're waking up. But like, ever since I said that, more and more people I'm seeing are like coming around. Like this whole J.K. Rowling stuff. People are now supporting her, and like they're like asking for forgiveness, and she's like,
because all she said was all she said was boys were boys and girls were girls. We need to protect the girls because the girls' spaces were being trampled.
Yeah.
There's an article I saw. I can't remember. Was it Times or somebody who had a listing of the 5 nominees for Woman of the Year?
Mm-hmm.
They're all trans. So there's no woman. There's no women in the art running for Woman of the Year.
Yeah.
That's all she was saying. She's not saying these people are horrible, evil individuals that need to be wiped off the face of the earth. She's just saying we need to make sure that we honestly look at boys versus... It's like what I've always said as far as biology versus identity. Yeah, you want to identify and live as opposite gender. Yeah. That's cool in the game. You do you. But we need to understand that you still are this, you still are that.
Yeah.
And women need to be able to compete against women. Women need to be able to have their status and be able to have their success and be celebrated for being women.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where she got a lot of hate for that because, again, the agenda is, no, you are whatever you say you are.
Yeah, and I think it's funny that people were accusing her. They were like, oh, yeah, well, she donates to all this anti-trans stuff. No, she was donating money to women.
Yeah, to women.
Organizations.
But that's the agenda. We've been talking about that forever. Yeah. What's the trans agenda?
So that was one of the recent things I saw, and I was like, oh, that's nice because these actors are getting interviewed and they're getting asked these type of questions. So, don't get me started with Kamala. I'm embarrassed for her with her book tour. And I know I mentioned to you when we went out for dinner, like I had no idea that the press secretary of Biden was gay. I had no idea.
Her first press conference is I'm the first gay immigrant press secretary.
And
because that's all that mattered.
And all she's been doing while she's doing her little book tour is I'm black and queer. And I'm like, who the fuck cares? Like, what is your book about? And what lies do you have to spew now?
We have reduced all of us to what we sexually identify as. What we gender identify. That's all that you are as a human being.
Yeah.
That's it.
And one of the recent events we went to, the intern and I took a photo with one of the actors, and she kept saying, like, queer community, like, queer. And I was like, I don't understand what that means. Like, what? What are you talking about? So, anyways, that's my
queer to me was always a slur because...
Oh, yeah.
Growing up in the 80s, that was like that and the F word for gay people.
Yeah.
Those were the words that you used to sling around in comedy or joke, or sometimes for real, as to try to hurt someone's feelings. And now it's used as a badge of honor when, to me, it's like, since queer means everyone, isn't that just bi?
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know.
So to me, it's a redundant letter because you already have one. It's called bi. No matter how you identify, if you are open to everyone, that's bisexual. You are... But then again, they don't think there's more just 2 sexualities and gender. It's a mess.
It's a mess, and it's only going to keep growing.
And if you don't know every single aspect of it, you're phobic.
I am, and
and you're hateful, and you're angry, and that's why the J.K. Rowling thing. It is interesting. Even the Emma Watson thing was funny because she didn't know. I thought it was funny because she didn't like. She was trying to take a side, but not take a side, and backtrack, but be neutral. And it's like, it's so sad that they can't just say, I'm with her, or I don't.
Right.
I'm
This
with
is
the
not
cause.
a topic I'm going to discuss.
Or just keep this off the table. Or like I say,
I'm
just
an actor, that's it.
I say, just let's make sure that women have their opportunities and availability, and they aren't taken over by people saying that they're women. But the people that say they're women, they should just let them live however the life they want to live. But we have to have a separation. It's just reality.
It's unfortunate because this isn't the real. We've always said this isn't the real people in that community. I don't even like saying that because it's a normal human being. Like, it's whatever. You're a human being. But, like,
real
it's
ones
these
don't care.
These psychos are just making it worse for everyone. So that was one headline I wanted to cover. I thought it was very amusing that they're trying to backtrack. And I'm like... And then, what's that girl's name that played Domino? Oh my god, I'm so bad. We all know this. I'm always bad with names.
In Deadpool?
No, in
Boy, this is really crap.
the one that she they just interviewed. Oh my god, I can't remember her name. There's a movie called Domino, and she was in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Keira Knightley?
Yes, they want to cancel her because they said she sided with J.K. Rowling. She just said we all need to get along and like we'll find a way and this and that. So they're saying that they're accusing her that she sides with J.K. Rowling. I'm like, she said what all of us have been saying. Like, we don't fucking care. We'll figure it out. Just be you.
But a handful of editors and some small online rags say that she needs to be canceled. No one actually wants her canceled. Like, average because if you were to walk around Tempe Marketplace right now and ask if they knew this story, they'd say, "Oh, what are you talking about?"
Yeah.
People don't know. They don't care. Just leave me. Let me live my life. Because, like I said, with what's going on with shutdown, Snap, all this stuff, people have much bigger issues than whether or not Keira Knightley cares about the trans community.
And
I mean, seriously,
it's true. And that's what it is. People are like, we have bigger issues than fucking worrying about this stuff.
Worrying about whether or not a guy should be a girl and then take away all the female jobs and titles and trophies.
Well, there was a beauty queen, too, announced recently.
Because they have to.
Because
they have to put... Again, the DEI, I say this till the day I'm gone. The inclusive part isn't about inclusivity, it's about replacement. Mm-hmm. They're not there to be included. They're not there to be seen. They're not there to be heard. They're there to replace. Period. In my opinion.
Period.
Oh my god. So yeah, I did see the Keira Knightley. It's like I wish. See,
her answer was perfect.
I'd be a terrible celebrity because I'd be like, I don't care.
I'd be like, but I would rather hear that. Like, look, I'm here to promote my movie.
Somebody like, you're gonna get canceled. Like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's like, wasn't it? Denzel Washington said, "What do you mean being canceled?" Like, well, like when they don't follow you on social media. They don't listen to you. And he goes, well, way to get around that is don't be on social media.
Yeah.
Don't have followers.
Yeah, he's really
Don't live life to get followers, and you can't be canceled. Yeah. You just do you. You live your life. You do your work. You go home. You take care of your family. You don't care. It's not like he didn't care about people supporting his work or fans, but just like, I'm not here for the count. I'm not here to be canceled or followed. I'm just here to live my life the best I can, and that's it. And that's a beautiful way to respond. Yes. That way you can't be canceled. That's like even with this, with our journey, I don't really care what people say because I'm not doing this for their approval.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying the things I say to have somebody out there affirm what I'm, how I feel. Mm-hmm. This is how I feel. If you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't. We can have those conversations, but this is who I am. Mm-hmm. And I don't need affirmation of that.
No. And I think that's the biggest issue in our society. Everyone wants to be validated and affirmed and likes and
to be
comments.
Unique. I always say that. That's why we have all these genders and I think identities is because everyone's trying desperately hard to be unique. So that nobody knows the plight that is me.
You're not special.
You don't know you don't know what it is to be me. Because I am this, and this. And that together no one else is like me. So you don't know and you're mean or phobic if you don't affirm me. And it's like, no, I don't give a shit what you are.
And what have we said about our podcast? We share experiences because we know it's relatable. Like, everyone relates on a level with the work stuff, our life stuff, going to events, all that stuff. We're relatable. Don't deny it. We see the views and the likes and the comments. So, thank you.
Well, it's like, when people can discreetly agree, they will gladly do so. I know you get a text saying, "Hey, I really like what you said this episode."
Oh yeah, we've been getting feedback.
And it's like I want to say you can put that in the comment, but I know that won't happen because then other people will see that.
Yeah.
And then somebody on their friends list sees that and says, doesn't agree.
Yeah.
Now there's friction between you and it's like, because we can't disagree anymore.
I know, yeah. Remember we talked about that? Yeah. I'm so tired of it.
Hey, the friends I used to have, they're gone. I don't care, and I don't want them back. That's all I
know.
think about.
I know. I have some friends that feel it because I don't respond.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I am completely okay with being around anybody that doesn't agree with me, but that side won't do the same.
Yeah. Oh well. What is your story?
We had the breaking news, the Terrifier story, because we were about to see Jenna and Catherine at a signing, which I can't wait. The two original girls from Terrifier, the first one, and Catherine, who had the very infamous scene of being hung upside down and sawed in half by art.
Oh, yeah.
Horrible. She has come out suing the producers and the series director, Damien Leone, accusing them of breach of contract and distribution of sexually explicit materials without consent.
Distribution?
Yeah, I didn't realize that part of it until I read it right now.
But
names, production banners, Dark Age Cinema, and Fuzz on the Lens, which is Damien's production company with Phil Fanconi, Leo, Damien, and Art the Clown. She claims that they failed to pay sufficient royalties. Her lawyers state the case presents an all too common story of low-budget film producers taking advantage of a young actress through fraud, sexual harassment, and ultimately betrayal. Now, from what somebody told me, as I was trying to dig that through here, is that because remember the first one, it was like $20,000. I think it was crowdfunded. It was
it was, I guess, low budget.
Indie low budget.
Yeah.
Nobody's thinking anything. They're not thinking it's going to be a $100 million franchise and merchandising. No one's thinking that in the moment.
Yeah.
So here you have this scene where you have a girl, you have this idea and plan of what you want to do, and you get there to where you're going to film it. And see, for me, it's like, because she waited 9 years to do this suit. Yeah. 9 years. And so the thing is that one of the things I heard was, again, it's all hearsay, so who knows, when the case comes out, we'll hear more. As far as she was promised to do this like 1%. And it's basically, I think it was like, there's a of like $1.2 or $3 million, something like that, for all the franchise, for the franchise. And so far to date, she's been paid like $2,000 in royalties, and the royalties have since dried up. And there was talk, because I know this does happen, we talked about this in the Women Exploited in a Horror episode, that a lot of times women will be told, here's what you're going to do because nudity has to be approved.
Right.
And it's SAG. It's their laws. So a lot of times what happens is they're like, oh, yeah, there is or isn't, and then you get to where you're a week out of filming or the night of the film, we're going to need you to take everything off and hang upside down. I guess she had some issues from hanging upside down. It was freezing temperatures, so she was bitter cold. That she had some inner ear issues from all the blood rushing, because you can have issues from hanging upside down. And so she felt uncomfortable, obviously exposed. There's people around. There's crew. There's camera. Who knows how they ran the production when they're just the young handful of people scurrying around trying to get things done. Who knows how they come across? Who knows? I mean, all this stuff is only the people there knows. But it sounds like it might have been like a handshake deal. Or a verbal, do this and we'll just give you 1%, we'll just, not thinking any,
Should we ask her?
And that's the thing, is she's going to be here. I say absolutely not, we don't ask. Because that's not the time or place for it.
Yeah. What about after hours?
No, not even after hours. I know it's tempting, because I'm sure she goes to cons. Yeah. She goes to cons with Damien, Phil, the whole Terrifier family. Yeah. She does group photos. She sprays signs, hacksaws, and saws all the time, because that's what she's famous for in the franchise. But now suddenly, after the third movie comes out and the success of it, making $100 million, getting all the licensing done, Damien gets everything, all the art stuff, everything Terrifier is now just a cash cow. And now she's suing. And it's like, I'm torn, because, okay, if they agreed to pay her, they need to pay her.
Right.
And what's $1 million out of 100? She did the work. She was there. She did an iconic scene. She helped catapult and put you on the map, because I have the 4K Steelbook. I have the 4K to 2 and 3. I have tons of gear. And a lot of that is because of everybody, her scene in the first one, Casey Hartnett's scene in the second one, Rally, when she gets torn apart.
Yeah.
And then 3, there's just so many between Chrissy Fox's in the beginning where she's hatched up, the blowing up at the kids at the mall, the tube with the rat going down the throat, all that stuff. Then obviously the masturbating with the mirror. There's all these scenes that, you think of when you think of Terrifier, and she's one.
Yeah, she is.
So she's iconic. So it's like, for me, on one hand, it's like, this is why it's like, what's really going on? Because if you're them, because now she's claiming sexual exploitation, sexual harassment. You know,
So
it's
what
not
else
just
has
it's not
happened?
just breach of contract and you owe me residuals and you owe me 1% of your empire. This, and I know sometimes you do the sexual harassment on top because you don't want that smear, so you figure you'll just settle quicker.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
But it does leave a bad taste, I think, in everyone's mouths as far as if she's still going to tour around the con circuit with Damien, with Phil, with all these people. Is she still going to do group photos with everybody? You know,
I would think not.
So it's like I'm going to keep an eye on the tours as they go around the cons together. So it's, and then she comes to, and first thing I thought of is she going to cancel this because does she want to distance herself from all things Terrifier?
Because this just came out, right?
Yeah. Because even though her and Jenna are like best of friends, so they do stuff together.
Yeah.
And it is income. She's getting paid. But my thing is, I just keep going back to, why did you wait 9 years?
You think she talked to Blake Lively?
I mean, you waited until the franchise became multi-millionaire.
It's really hard because there's shame behind it. Remember, like, victim blaming? Like, or people don't, a lot of times people don't realize that they're being, I'm not saying this happened, that they're being harassed or they're being sexually exploited until they start telling stories to their friends and family and they're like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
What happened? And then like, oh, you should sue. How many times have we said we have someone that we go see weekly and they said about workman's comp and we're like, you should sue, and it's like, well, you know, like, so a lot of that gets thrown out to those individuals. Maybe that's what happened, or maybe she just felt bad, or maybe, you know, medical issues take time. It's not always instant, you know. Or what if she went to a couple doctor visits and they're like, yeah, this was the cause of, you know, have you ever done this for a long period of time? And then she's like, oh yeah, the movie, you know. Yeah. But my thing is though, like, it's horrible if she has medical issues because of that.
I think it was just then. I don't think it was anything chronic.
But my thing is like, I would think these are scenes, just us, like, you know, editing reels and like taking shots. Like, you kind of see how I work with like angles of cameras and angles and like shooting certain things. I would think they would like, and from behind the scenes stuff that I've seen, not for this movie but in general, you would think they would like make it quick. It's not like she's hanging.
I think it was like 40 seconds at a time she was uncovered.
Yeah, so like you're telling me the whole fucking time that maybe they did like 20 takes, she's hanging upside down naked.
Yeah,
it wasn't a moment where they're like sit up.
Because obviously the scene, because there's some scenes where she's just laying, like especially when Jennifer gets set down to see who, and then Art uncovers her and she's like.
Yeah.
And so they probably did that a few times. Which again, how many takes do you really need her to shake around?
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
And I'm sure it's not just one camera. I'm sure there's multiple.
But then once Art goes.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's not obviously not actually cutting through her. So, but did they make?
That's the other thing. I thought it was mostly mannequin.
Yeah. Did they make a mold of her or something? I didn't hear anything like that. But it's because I just saw at the end. I saw at the end, Damien and Phil were like, you know, vigorously deny you know, which of course they're going to.
Yeah.
But my thing is, she must have been asking. I bet you she'd been asking, and they kept saying, "No, next, wait till 3, wait till 4, wait till it's all done."
See.
And then honestly, because she didn't do a whole lot, it's probably like, dude, I need some. I did this. I need some. You know, I need my paycheck.
Yeah.
And it's another example, I think, in a way of women not being respected and paid for what they
100%.
do, especially in an industry that does nothing but exploit women, which is horror.
Yeah.
Barbara Crampton, I heard listening to her on a podcast recently. She talked about that in her Reanimator movie that she did. She goes, the girl who originally got it, their mom read the script and said, "No, there's nudity. No, can't do this." And Barbara's like, you know, whatever. That's what they expect. That's the industry. That's, you know, she knew it was exploitive, and she knew that there's really no need. There's really no need for that. But it's still. You want to do it. You want to do the work. Some women are willing. They don't look down upon themselves for doing it. They do look at it as that's part of their art.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you're gonna have a scene where you've just had sex with your boyfriend, you get out of bed, you're probably naked, type thing. But for this, could she have had a bra on while she was hanging? Well, then again, the party dress she was in, she probably didn't wear one. But could she have been in the party dress and he just cut through that? Did she have to be naked?
it's all about the vision of the director too.
It
That's
is.
the thing. Like,
And if he saw the torture video, that's where he got the inspiration from, and the people on these being hung upside down and sliced and diced were naked, then because part of the torture is being naked in the freezing cold.
yeah, I don't want my comment. What I was saying about how like the behind the scenes stuff. I'm not blaming. I'm trying to analyze the situation.
Yeah.
And, like, break it down, because I would think as a director or the staff, you would take that into consideration, like your actor,
There's like two
your
or three
artist.
of them. It was like a
It's
staff
like,
of
oh, let's sit you back up, or like, here, put this on.
at that time, the staff, the crew was like 5 people.
I know, but I'm saying, like,
It would
there's
never
still-
happen now because you have intimacy coordinators. You have someone there
I guess this
just
is-
watching out for
This
them.
is my problem. I expect too much from people. Like, some consideration, some decent human behavior. I guess that's asking too much. So, it's my ongoing issue. But
Yeah,
I unfortunately don't know all the details. I think it's horrible. I definitely, as a business aspect of things, if it was like a handshake deal, that's pretty shitty. Because, like you said, she is one of, I hate to say the word iconic because it was, like, gruesome, but it is one of the most iconic scenes in the first one.
Yeah.
And it was one of those cringe ones that I was literally like, ugh!
Every
and
one
watching
of
it.
his films has a cringeworthy moment, and that was
Yeah.
that one's.
Yeah, and that's a really vulnerable position to be in, and she nailed it.
That's why when I saw that, like I said, for her to be here, and it's like, trust me, I'm like you. I'm like,
Can we ask you a question?
damn. I'd be like, hey, can we just do a 10-minute video?
I'm with you. I just want to ask some questions.
I just want to. Well, the questions I'd ask might make her mad, but I mean, not that I'm denying that she.
Yeah, it
Right,
wouldn't be. It's just
underpaid.
trying to understand the
Well,
situation.
I just want to know why she waited 9 years.
But that's part of understanding the situation. Like, what happened?
Even though it's
Yeah.
not my business and it's not my right.
Maybe it was like you said that she kept asking, like, "Where's my cut?" And they're like, "Yeah, here." Because that kind of, come on, that does sound kind of like movie-like.
It
You
does.
No, wait.
And as
wait.
as things get more successful, he gets a
Yeah.
bigger head and like, oh yeah, whatever. We paid you residuals for that movie.
Yeah.
It's not in contract. If it's not written down,
You were in the first one only.
well, that's what I'm saying. If it wasn't written down,
Yeah, that's shitty though. Take care of your people.
but he should take care. There should be.
Yeah.
Hopefully, as we read through this and I pay attention, hopefully there'll eventually be some sort of settlement. Because I have a feeling, since usually when people like on the other side of the companies and production companies fight it, it usually means because they have no in writing. It's just their word against the actor or the talents, and then in court, if there's nothing documented, so the talent's just relying on every bit of smear they can, so that the public opinion court forces there to be a bigger settlement. But I mean, I hope she gets something, because if she's only got $2,000 in 9 years for her work on that movie, that's really crappy.
Yeah.
Especially with the 4K sales, the Blu-ray sales, and that merchandise.
It's the first one.
Like you said, a good
first movie.
A good ethical production company and director would say, hey, let me kick you down a residual check because I'm getting it, so let's give you something. But that just sounds like it's not what happened. He kept it all. His 3 movies have cost $2.5, $3 million to make, and they've made over $100 million sold. You can tell me he doesn't have 500,000, 600,000.
Yeah, like something.
to kick
right?
down to her.
Yeah.
So, but I thought it was interesting because that's between that and all the controversy back when he had to write a statement. Damien had to write a statement because his actors are very liberal, but he's not really. And they were speaking out about all the, like you said, about actors thinking that they're activists.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, Damien, what do you think? He's like, yeah, I don't care. I'm here to make movies.
Yeah. And I love that response. Yeah. I love that response because me personally, that's how it should be. I don't want to hear.
Unless you're making it political.
Yeah. We encountered it in the recent events we went to. Literally said, "Hi, how are you?" And boom, I can't believe political comment, and I literally was like,
it's better than what's going on over there, Glendale.
I'm like, oh my god.
I still remember that, how I could see in your head, you were like, I don't even.
Well, if you could see it, she saw it too.
I was like, I could tell you immediately, like, yeah, I don't want your autograph.
Yeah. Oh, I was so proud. It's like I was proud of myself for not I don't want to say lashing out, but saying something to make her
And here
snap
I am
back.
saying, they're saying, oh, no, go up there. She's so nice. She's so sweet.
I know. That's the thing. I was like, oh.
But they look at you, just because you're gay, they think they have some sort of common bond. Hey, sister, we're online with everything politically because we both flick the bean.
I was sad. Jesus.
We both scissor.
I was like, yeah, I do like beans in my Chipotle bowl. And then I was like, wait a minute.
But yeah, that was my recent story.
That's sad. That's sad, and I don't. Please do not take this the way that I think you guys are gonna take it. Like it almost seems like on trend because everything. I mean, the Blake Lively court case. I've been keeping up with it.
Back to
but
Amber
it's
Heard.
but it is just nonsense. Nonsense. Now I understand why people settle out of court. It is nonsense after nonsense. No evidence. Evidence that makes no sense.
Waiting years.
Yeah, waiting.
Years.
The judge going, no, I approve this, I don't approve that. And I'm like, guys, what a waste of fucking time.
You think as soon as the Blake Lively case came out, she would have been like, hey, what about my case? Let's go.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
But now that he's about to make 4, it's like, no, I want mine.
And the only reason I say is it on trend is because what are we seeing mostly between you and I, our algorithms are just like, we're seeing mostly sexual exploitation, sex trafficking, sexual harassment.
Yeah, you had another one you just saw.
Horrendous things. Like, I literally sent this to Brian today, and I was like, what?
I didn't even know who he
was. I don't know either, but I'm like, the thing that bothers me is, let me pull it up because I want to make sure I get the name right. Because I'm all about exposing these people. Because I'm sure no one knows. No one knows.
No.
His name is Mr. Crafty Pants. And Mr. Crafty Pants has a huge online following for more than 500,000 YouTube subscribers and more than 250,000 followers on Facebook and Instagram combined. And there's a site, I don't know much about this, called Kick.
Oh, it's like
a gamer streaming site?
I think Kick is like a messaging app.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's a messaging app.
There's like a magician I watch. He says, go on Kick or whatnot. But he had about like 200,000 on Kick. And this motherfucker. He is a popular YouTuber. Mr. Crafty Pants faces child porn charges. And he is infamous for doing, do-it-yourself videos. And those are like hot videos. Like Pinterest was all about that. Still is all about do-it-yourself type stuff.
Okay.
And then you have someone who goes on YouTube and does that. Everyone follows those people. So I understand the following, but the fact that we are seeing more and more of these people show up, and they're all involved in social media, it's just, like I said, on trend. Are we going to see this every day now? Do we want to see it every day? Absolutely. Put these motherfuckers in jail.
These influencers.
Put them in motherfucking jail. But at the same time, how sad. How sad that we have to read headlines like the one you read. How sad that I have to talk about this idiot. And again, they interviewed neighbors. He lived in an era where the way the detective was describing it was like, that's a very like quiet community. Nothing bad happens. Kind of wealthy. Like, you don't expect these kind of crimes in there, and then the neighbor's like, it's just like, it was like, we felt exposed, like, what was the word she said, like, violated, and I was like, and you're telling me there was, like, no behavior? Like, again, I find it very odd that no one picks up on things, maybe because I pick up on vibes, I pick up on energy, but I saw the picture, and I was like, remember I messaged Brian, I was like, I don't know if this guy is gay, but he's gay. Because you just look at this guy, and it's like, yeah, predator. I look at his face, and I was like, yeah, something's wrong with him. And then I saw a clip of his video, because I was watching Law and Crime on YouTube about the story. Yeah. And he has, with the things that he was doing, I guess he was sharing photos of, like, abuse images of kids and stuff like that. And the charges he's gonna face, the detective's like, it's a lot. And they're saying alleged, and I'm like, and the reporter was saying, like, I know you can't say it, but like, if he's arrested, you got him. Like, you have things again. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, but these allegations, we have to investigate and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, just, I know you can't say, yeah, he did it, like this and that, but it's too late. The IP address was found. Mm-hmm. Someone on Kick reported it, which, bravo. Yeah. I'm glad people are speaking up. But I told her, I was like, when is this? What did you say? you're like, it's never gonna stop.
Oh, it's never gonna stop.
It's everywhere, and it's so sad. But I mean, is this what we need for people to realize? Pay attention. I urge everyone to watch that interview with the detective on Law and Crime on YouTube about this case, because the detective says some powerful words that I think parents and just everyone in general needs to understand when it comes to children and the online world. Like, all of this advance in technology, AI, all this stuff is, it can be seen. It's wonderful. We can use these tools. I'm against it, but you can use these tools for almost anything. But you don't realize how powerful it can be and what is being exposed. Is a quote he said where it opens the world for our kids, but also the world is open to them. So they are seeing everything and anything, and it infuriates me that parents literally just go, here, go ahead, play your little game. There's your YouTube, there's your online World Wide Web, unfiltered, unblocked, everything, and the kids are watching, they're Googling WWE, and they're actually watching porn, and it's just like...
Goes back to always Roblox, goes back all the way back to when we talked about Pornhub.
And no matter what, even parental controls can expose them to things that they're not supposed to be exposed to. It's not 100%.
I can already hear the few people that I know, well, there's not much, we got it,
They don't need to be on this. They don't need... go outside, play on the playground. Yeah, I know. Teach them how to ride a bike. You think half these kids know how to ride bikes? Do they know how to rollerblade? Do they even know what that is? Do they know how to skateboard? I did all those things. I tried everything. Pogo stick? I know that's aging.
Go outside, play catch, throw frisbee.
Yeah, kickball, basketball.
Sit inside, play Monopoly, play Life, play Battleship.
Mario was safe.
Get a Wii, play Wii Golf, Wii Bowling,
tennis.
Mario Kart. Or just use some damn parental controls on your devices. Just set some limits, like you get an hour.
Not ever has to be online.
Because apparently we can't change the evil because, God forbid, like we said, we take out a chat feature or we take out a community because that's just too hard. That's just too difficult. We don't want to infringe on the good people. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Because we want to protect the kids. Because we can't trust people.
Yep.
And it's being proven week after week after week. Sorry, the rest of us, we're just going to have to do and find something else. Yeah. As someone who's 52 that lived before chats and MP8, all this stuff and wonderful gaming systems and communities and lobbies. I survived just fine. Yeah. I survived before a World Wide Web. I survived before an AIM or a Yahoo Messenger or a chat feature. I survived before all these things. Just because you can't or don't want to or don't want to see any change because it's inconvenient doesn't mean we shouldn't do it because there are children to protect. And again, if you're sitting here, Epstein, but you don't give a shit about this, then I never want you to say the word Epstein again because this is worse than what went on with Epstein because this is happening on a weekly, daily, monthly basis from average Joes and Janes across this country abusing children today while Epstein is either dead or in protective custody. And that's gone. So I don't want to ever hear. That's why every time it says Epstein, it's like, shut up. It's like, shut up. Shut up. You don't care. You don't care.
Yeah. Because they never share these stories.
Well.
And I almost, when we did the Roblox episode, I did share it on my personal Facebook. And someone did comment, like, we have these conversations. And I'm like, good. But I could tell with the tone of the comment where it was going to go, like, and then someone in our family circle said, well, we don't like shelter them. The way they said it, I was like, I understand you can't shelter them from the world, but to me that kind of sounds like an excuse.
Absolutely. Electronically, absolutely you can.
Like, there are time limits, so...
Electronically, absolutely you can.
Yeah, so I was just like, you're going to walk in one day.
It's excuses. They don't want to deal with it.
The whole point is, why are we leaving kids alone with that stuff?
Because they don't want to be dealt with.
I'm saying, don't have kids. There you go. Don't have kids.
Don't tell me what I can't deal with my body.
Kids are
I want to have kids and then just hand them off to the online predators.
Yeah, they expect
and then
kids to be
and then it's
like
the Orange Man's fault.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, Obi? Right. But it's just unbelievable. It's Orange Man's fault.
It just riles me up because I can hear the pushback and the excuses whenever we talk about stuff like
because
this.
Because it hits home for them. That's
when
why.
we talk about
it's
kids
them.
Because
we're describing their scenario.
We shouldn't change anything. kids should just know better.
But they don't. They have
Nope,
proven.
they should just know better.
Look at the generation below my generation. Like, everything has to be handed to them. And they don't want to work. They are proven exactly what we talk about. And unfortunately, that generation, my mom worked in a school. I worked in a school. You see it with the kids
some of the people
going
I
in the
work
store.
with.
And that you work with. These children who are now young adults or in their 20s of legal age, they don't understand anything. They weren't taught anything because this taught them, that taught them, YouTube taught them with no filter or parental controls. And they turn out to be the most inconsiderate, worst type of human beings.
And AI is going to raise the next generation.
Yeah. Like,
Well.
because guess what? More stories of children being exposed to AI talking to them and telling them these stories of, like, a love story that's graphic, or, like, this is how you unalive yourself, or, like, emotional stuff. And it's like, this is a 5-year-old
I can see
talking
an
to
AI is like, yeah, it's all right. You don't need to work hard. You should be able to just get what you want. The government supplies all these programs for you.
Here we go.
So
Yeah.
just go out. If you have a child, you get extra benefits and assistance.
No.
So maybe you should just go out there and have unprotected sex, have a child, and then you can get on SNAP, WIC, EBT, Cash Assistance, Section 8.
Oh my god. Does that even exist anymore, Section 8?
Yeah.
I feel like it went away. I guess where I grew up, it was called the projects, but I don't know. I never.
I do think those are harder to get because I knew someone that she had everything else, but she could never get that.
Yeah.
She's like, I deserve a house. It's like, why? Because you have. No, seriously, why? Because you got knocked up and then the guy left. So we should take care of you.
Don't give me that shit about I can't buy a house because remember when you were buying a house and I told you all the programs they have?
Yeah, I found a couple.
Yeah, and like there are programs.
Their
and
interest rate wasn't
regulations in
great.
place.
The PMI was there, but
a first-time home buyer, they
got
have
it.
programs like that.
I got it.
And they have organizations that donate your down payment. Like, no one uses this or reads books or like searches for this stuff.
And you know what I had to do? Find a house 35 minutes from my house and an hour from my work in an area that I don't want to really live in. But guess what? The housing costs and the interest rate worked, and they got in with little no down payment. I had a PMI in the beginning. Worked 2 years, renegotiated, redid my loan, took the PMI off, and then sold it for a crap ton more than I bought it for.
Yep.
When I didn't have much but a couple $1,000s to put down.
Yeah.
I could have sat there, oh, poor me.
I deserve this.
Well,
me.
God dang.
So,
It's just...
are we going to see some change? I don't know. In this next episode that we're going to record.
Well, no, we're not done with this one.
We're going to be talking about it.
We're not done with this
go
one.
ahead. I want to hear this.
Because we aren't even going to get that far because we have an alien invasion on the horizon. I had somebody at work say,
oh my god. Okay,
shit.
I'm not up to date on this, so tell me
I
everything.
had to look at it. Remember way back a while when they said they found something? I was like, whatever. Oh, NASA said so, so it must be true. Yeah, because NASA's never going to lie, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, somebody at work said that on October 31st, we were going to be invaded. A surprise attack. And I was like, okay, so, wait a second. So surprise attack is known. So we know the date and time that a surprise attack is coming from a spaceship that's on the edge of the freaking galaxy. Yeah. It's like not even the Guardians could get here that quick, okay? Even if they wormhole their way through here.
Here you go.
But yeah, she's like, so should I call out sick? I don't really want to be here if we're going to have to deal with this. I was like, really?
Oh my god.
And I was like, so I thought, that's the point. They want us to stay home. They want us to be afraid. They want us to say, oh my God, government, please help us. Please save us. This is like a fear pandemic that's like food shortages. We're about to see that with SNAP. That's a food shortage because people can't get food.
Yeah.
You're going to see an economic collapse. You're going to see economic pandemic because digital ID and cashless society is an economic disaster waiting to happen. And you're going to see weather ones because cloud seeding, like what just happened in Jamaica with that superstorm that came out of nowhere. Now they're going to have a Jamaica 2030 smart city for the rich and elite when we're sitting at home. And hey, these are their words, not mine. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable. Though.
But this, what was this? The overview of, what is it, 31 Atlas, or is it 3i Atlas? I can't tell. 31 Atlas? I'm sure I can think of the person out there's like, hey, it's this.
Comment. Put it in the comments.
You won't comment. You'll just sit there and yell at the screen.
Yeah. And we love that we can do that
Yeah,
for you.
there
We
are
provided a service.
There are theories suggesting that Atlas could launch a surprise attack on Earth, particularly as it approaches the sun in late October 2025.
So we even have it dated.
So it's approaching the sun. How far away is the sun if you're in a spacecraft? Isn't that still years
Light
and
years.
years
Light
and
years.
years away?
Yeah.
But on October 31st, it could attack us.
Wait, it's October 31st right now.
Some researchers believe it may be capable of deploying probes or conducting maneuvers while hidden from view behind the sun. I'm sorry. And people are actually afraid of this.
I'm going to call out a word.
This has indicated that the object could be preparing for an attack during this time, as it will be invisible to Earth-based telescopes. NASA's response: despite the speculation, NASA has dismissed the idea of an imminent alien invasion, stating that this Atlas thing behaves like a typical comet and poses no threat to Earth. NASA officials emphasize that the object will not come closer than 170 million miles to Earth and will pass near the other planets instead. So in other words, it's going to come here and destroy us all.
You know what?
So you know what we need to do? Create a one world order to lock us down.
Oh.
And then when the drones all practiced and then disappeared, show up in the northern sky and create a hologram of a spaceship. And then we say, oh my God, look, Atlas thing is here. Please, government, help us. And Klaus Schwab and BlackRock and the WEF will say, hey, everybody, we're disbanding all continents, all governments, all law enforcement. We are now going to guide as one planetary world order. And you must all stay inside to protect ourselves, because now if you eat a steak, that cow is going to be farting because it had to be grown, and the fart will give away your location like a quiet place.
Carbon footprint.
And yeah, it's like people out there still honestly believe that this is an alien spaceship and that we are going to be invaded.
I don't know what to tell you, but they're already here, if you believe in aliens. They've been here, Area 51, but also...
I just think that's where the Epstein files are.
Well, yeah, and everything else. Like, you don't think they... That's like
They
a
got
conference.
They got an underground.
They got
an underground smart city, and all the people that have died or disappeared.
Yeah.
That's where they all live.
I'm sure. I wouldn't doubt
It's
it.
like the Epstein, New Mexico complex, where they got like a whole city underneath, or the Palisades in Malibu, where there's a whole utopia underneath the cities and
Tunnels, yeah. I wouldn't know.
and cities, full cities.
Yeah. So, in that case, I would like to ask the most prestige astronauts, Katy Perry and Gail King, what are they thought since they were recent?
Did they see any evidence of this on their 30-second journey in the upper atmosphere while nothing floated and their hair stayed perfectly in place?
I need to know, because, and what is Jeff Bezos' wife's name? I don't even fucking know her name. But she must know.
Destiny, she probably was a stripper.
She must know. I don't know. She ruined herself. She did all this plastic surgery.
I think that looks good.
Yeah. And I'm just like, whatever. I don't know. That's karma. That's what you get for sleeping with a married man, having an affair. Well, anyways, I would really like to know from our astronauts what they think or how they calculate. NASA, how did you calculate this?
And she was like, the girl that started, she's like, well, NASA said, and there's two, like, Japan said it too. It's like, so world governments told you it's legit. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're going off of, because they're so trustworthy. And we believe everything they say.
Right.
Despite now all the stuff I've been watching about even moon landings and our time, even in space.
We need to get into that one day.
And it's like, holy cow, this stuff actually kind of makes a little bit of sense, even though it's so hard, because then everything I've known about everything is up in the air. And what do I do then? Other than just live my life.
Yeah, I want to make sure I say the right person's name.
I'll save these other ones for next time. Only a couple left.
That's who I thought it was. Senator John Kennedy always comes to mind when we start talking about aliens and stuff, or space, where he said, he's warning everyone, lock your doors. And I always laugh, because do you really think intelligent life outside of this world can just... It's gonna...
They have the technology to go...
Let's go like this!
Or just light years and light years. They have the interstellar space travel.
If we can't see them in a telescope, you think they're going to be like, can't open this door.
But a latch on your door, a deadbolt is going to keep you out of my house.
Oh my god, if that's not fear mongering, I don't know what is.
Oh my gosh.
I always laugh at that. I'm like, guys, really? And people were like frightened. They were like, oh my god. They're like, oh, guys, it is too late.
If an alien race shows up on our...
They don't want to be near us.
If they show up in our orbit,
laughing.
you're right. It's too late. We're done.
Yeah.
We're either gonna be enslaved or annihilated, or used as food. One of those things. We are not surviving in an alien invasion. I don't care what side you're on.
You're cooked, as the kids say.
Yeah, I don't care if Orange Man did it or not.
It's too late.
Tariffs are irrelevant.
Too late to point fingers.
It is going to be Independence Day on steroids. We're going to
Yes.
be wiped out. Our water will be
Yes.
sucked off from the planet. Because they're going to come here for our resources.
Oh, yeah.
Unless it's like gangster aliens and they're just drive-by like, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Got him.
10 points.
Instead of shooting like 9mm, they're shooting nuke rounds.
I know,
Boom,
right?
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Guys, please do not fall for this shit. Like,
Sorry, that's all I got.
I don't know. I didn't even realize that. I always think it's just like they sprinkle this stuff just to like get your attention, distract. We always talk about that distraction, but it's like I thought we were done with this.
Oh, and anytime I see this stuff now, I look at the Senate resolutions or House resolutions and see what bills have been passed while we're fighting over something.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like when Charlie Kirk got shot, and that's when the Epstein vote went down, and it's like, wow,
what are we?
What are we being misdirected from?
Oh yeah. Lots of it. So,
yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing those headlines. That was entertaining.
Sharing your headlines.
My headlines were kind of dark, but Brian had some more entertaining ones.
Oh, the Terrifier one's kind of sad. But...
Entertaining. Yeah, the Terrifier is sad. I'm so kind of like
this. Here I am wearing the shirt.
Yeah, perfect. Did you wear it on purpose? I'm a little disappointed because you always think those movies like start off as indie. You know, there's not really a studio behind it.
Maybe appreciative of just
everybody. Yeah, I would expect better.
Success, man, it just gets to some people.
But I guess that's just how the world works, right? What is my favorite phrase? It is what it is. So, you'll stay up to date. You'll kind of keep an eye out for updates on that.
Yeah, and we'll ask her when we see her. No.
Should we ask her or should we not, guys? Leave a comment.
Well,
I know you guys won't, but I want to know. Should we ask her or should we not? Why not?
Maybe we'll ask
Maybe me as a woman, I could ask her.
Maybe we'll ask the proprietors of the shop if it's okay to ask her.
Okay, or her handler, I guess.
That's fine.
Oh, it is. Oh, that's right. My bad. All right, guys. Make sure you go outside, even if the aliens are coming. Get some sun. Look up at the sun and see how many light years you think they have left before they get here. And touch grass. Okay, bye.